I'm Rosie Jones. I'm Vice President of Student Affairs, and I would like to welcome members of the media to FIU today, and most of all, welcome you to the 2011 Golden Panther baseball season. What I'd like to do before is to read a statement on behalf of the university regarding a pending legal matter involving one of our student athletes. At FIU, we take accusations against any of our students seriously, and we follow our process. We have a student code of conduct that is designed to provide our students with due process. We adhere to the U.S. concept of due process, which requires notification, hearing, and documentation. We are unable to discuss the specifics of any student case based on the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, better known as FERPA, which provides confidentiality to procedures under our student code of conduct. We hope that you will understand our position and that you will use today's time to focus on what we think is going to be a promising and great season ahead. With that, I turn it back over.
All right, thank you, Dr. Jones. I'd like to introduce our Director of Athletics, Pete Garcia.
I'd like to welcome everyone for coming out here today for our to preview the 2011 baseball season. A little story that I want to share with everybody. Back in 1967, there was a couple with two kids that decided to leave a country, leave everything behind, everybody they knew. And one of the main reasons they left that country to come here to the United States was that in that country, you're guilty to proven innocent. Here, you're innocent to proven guilty. Therefore, Garrett Wittels will be playing on Friday and this weekend. Furthermore, to clarify any misconceptions out there, you are allowed to ask whatever questions you may want. We're allowed to answer whatever questions we want, and this will be only baseball questions that we will answer. I'd like to turn it over to our head baseball coach and defending Sun Belt Conference champions. Here's Sterling Hunt.
Again, I'd like to reiterate, thank y'all for the media to come out today. We sure do appreciate it. You know, our team is ready to play for the 2011 baseball season. Looking forward to it very much, just like the other 301 Division I teams in America ready to go Friday night. We've got a very veteran ball club coming back. We've got 20 returning players, 9 hitters, and 11 pitchers. In fact, we've got 8 out of our top 10 hitters back from last year that led the Sun Belt Conference with a .337 batting average. We also got 3 of our 4 starting pitchers back. We've got our closer back in Brian Garcia and a number of bullpen guys. So we've really got a veteran ball club. A lot of times you stand up here and you say, you know, we're young, we're inexperienced, but that's not this ball club at all. We can put a veteran player in each position, and we can put a lot of guys that have been on the mound before and everything like that. So we're looking forward to a good baseball season. As far as Garrett is concerned, if you think about the great season that he had last year, not just the hitting streak, for a young man to hit in every game over a 4-month period is an amazing feat. It really is. You know, young guys tend to be up and down, hot, cold, that sort of thing. And for Garrett to stay consistent in every game of a season over a 4-month period, that's a pretty amazing thing, no question about it. For him to get 100 hits in 56 games, averaging almost 2 hits per game, is an amazing feat. Again, no question. As we all know, Garrett is probably as good a clutch player, clutch hitter of anybody I've ever had in a 34-year coaching career. For a young man to go out there and be 7 for 7 in the last at-bat of a game, to either keep the streak going or for the streak to end, again, is an amazing feat for a young man to do. Garrett's trained hard for this upcoming season, 2011. He's worked hard. You know, one thing he does, he withstands pressure, and he's as good a clutch player as there is, and I know that he's going to do very well this coming weekend.
All right, we're definitely excited for this upcoming season, which is all year, getting ready for Friday night and the rest of the year. Coming off last year, I only missed 100. We want to move on to a super regional, and hopefully College World Series.
Hello and welcome. Ever since we dogpiled last year at Middle Tennessee, there's been only one thing on our mind. One thing was to go into a regional and try to produce and try to win that regional. But as soon as our season ended, it was go time again. We've trained countless hours with our coaching staff here at FIU, have done a great job. We've been preparing for this all along, and here it's finally come and we're ready to go.
Just going off what Brian and Garrett said, we've trained really hard this season, and I wasn't satisfied with the outcomes last year. We weren't satisfied with the outcomes last year, so we are looking forward to the season more than any other season that I've been here, that they've been here, and we know we're a veteran club and we know what the expectations are, and we're really looking forward to the season and ready to step up and accept the challenge.
Now we will open it up to questions.
I'm Amy Shipley with the Washington Post. Garrett, they talked about the policy here in some of the go to school and opportunity to play. I was just wondering, are you grateful that the university is allowing you to take the field? Some schools have different policies, and was there any time you were concerned that you might have to wait this thing out first?
Head coach Turtle Thomas, as well as the other coaches here at FIU, have done a great job staying with me. Every single night I put my head on the pillow, and I know exactly what went on that night, and I have no trouble sleeping at all.
Could you set the record straight and tell us what did happen that night in Bahamas?
I'm sorry, we've been advised not to talk about that.
Garrett, are you concerned that this might become a distraction to the team and it might be better for you not to play because of that?
No, not at all. I feel that I contribute so much to this team on and off the field, and I feel like we're a family and we stay with each other no matter what.
Garrett, talk about how your coaches and teammates have kind of helped to take the pressure off of you when you're not, you know, it can kind of linger on your mind a little bit. So how have they helped you get ready for this weekend?
Well, I feel like the whole hit streak has done a great job here for the FIU program. We were ready to go last year. We all fed off the emotions, 1 through 9 in the lineup, guys coming off the bench, all the pitchers all fed off that. We won the Sun Belt Conference tournament last year, and like I said, we're ready to repeat again this year, but it starts Friday night. We're trying to come out here with a lot of emotion, a lot of just getting ready to go and win a game on Friday night.
Garrett, has it been hard for you to focus on baseball after these allegations, sir?
No, not at all, sir.
Garrett, you and I got to know each other last year, and I know you're a very prideful man, a very, self-aware man. These charges come up, you can't feel good having your name out there. What do you feel like it's done to you and your name?
I try not to think about it, but like I said, we've been advised not to talk about the situation.
How do you go the whole off season, knowing that you have hit streak there, the anxiety building up? Is it a different kind of feeling going into the season?
Actually, not really, no. You always have the butterflies for the first game of the season, no matter what is going on. So, like I said, I'm just worried about strikes and balls, wins and losses right now. And like I said, we're going to be ready to go Friday night.
Turtle, is the plan to keep Garrett in the 3-hole, or would you like to leave him off, maybe for the potential extra at bat? Do you think like that, or do you leave him there?
You know, that's a question that I've thought about many times, but, Garrett has been our third hole hitter since about midway of the season last year. I think he feels very comfortable in that spot because that's a spot where, normally your best hitter is a good RBI man, hitting some doubles, some power. So we're probably going to keep him the number 3 hole.
Pete, this question is for you. Was there any discussion about, or what was the discussion about whether or not it was appropriate for Garrett to play? And ultimately, why did the university decide that it was appropriate?
Yeah, Jim, like we said, we're not going to talk about any of the internal discussions, but we do have our policies that Dr. Rosa Jones discussed, and we went by our university policies. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I got a copy of the athletic code of conduct, and there really isn't kind of a gray area as to, you get caught drinking, you're getting suspended. You miss curfew, you're getting suspended. There's really nothing in there codified about what to do in this situation. Is it a case-by-case basis, or how?
Everything's treated on a case-by-case basis, but we do have to go by university policies, and we adhere to those.
Peter, are you concerned this might make the university look too lenient because these are pretty serious allegations?
Like I said, we're here to discuss baseball, and our feeling is, and what I said before, we live in a democracy where you are innocent to proven guilty, and that's what we're doing here. A lot of people are Constitution for what we believe in this country, and we're going to stick by those, and that's what we believe in, and that's what we're going to do. And we're very excited about this upcoming weekend and this upcoming baseball season.
Generically, when you have a case where there are felony charges, is there a certain, something that kicks in? Are there required hearings? Is there something, is there a mandatory process?
There is a university policy where
What
you
is
can
the
get.
process? What is the
You
process?
could get that, but right now we want to stick to baseball, and this press conference we want to stick it off to
Well,
baseball.
actually, I've heard you call you and Dr. Rivers this week, kind of gotten great return calls from everyone, so can you elaborate now on just what is the policy, not specific to this case, but what's the policy?
The policy's written, and you get a copy of it, but you can see Dr. Jones, I'm going to discuss it right now, but the university does have a policy like every university does.
But the question is, there's no difference between the athletic department's policy and the university's.
This is goes to the university policy.
Are there any more baseball questions?
Garrett, you spoke with Father Ventura at all during the offseason?
No, I didn't. I got a chance to talk to Mr. Ventura towards the end of last year. Pete Pelican did a great job. He got us to contact with each other, a phone interview, and we were able to go over how his whole streak and how mine kind of intertwined with one another, and just nothing on the off season.
How about, the nation's eyes are going to be on FIU this weekend with the streak. ESPN's going to be here. What's that like?
Honestly, it's amazing. I think so. We're going to be ready to go. Like Coach Thomas said, we got a bunch of guys coming back, and we think that it's going to be a special season this year.
But Garrett, at the same time, you know it's going to come up in the national broadcast. This is getting national coverage. What's been accused of you by two 17-year-old girls in December in the Bahamas. And they argue that what you're saying today is not exactly what went down.
That's fine.
How is that going to affect you in the team?
Are there any more baseball questions?
It's kind of a combination.
I don't think it's going to affect the team at all. Like I said, we've been working countless hours here on the practice field, inter-squatting, and we're ready to go.
Were you able to prepare as you customarily do in the offseason? Can you just talk about the offseason preparations, obviously, to work around that constraint?
Every time I step onto the field or I get ready in the locker room, I'm with my FIU baseball family, and they've been there for me to support me. We're ready to go. Our coaches here have done a tremendous job getting us ready to go, and we'll be ready to go Friday night.
Pablo, can you talk about, you played all year with him last year, how he handles the streak? I mean, it seems like nothing really phases that.
I've known Garrett for a long time, and when the streak was going on, there was nobody else on our team that could handle it as well as Garrett handled it. He's the perfect person to have the streak. He goes out and plays 150 every day. So for him, the streak was honestly not even on his mind. It was always about us winning and nothing else.
Garrett, how much does it mean to have, you could tie and even break the streak here at home in front of your fans as opposed to on the road? How much more does that mean to you, or how much sweeter would that be to have your family and friends right there to watch you break it?
There's been many times that I've just been ready, just sitting down thinking about what exactly is going to happen that Friday night, and no one really knows. Like I said, our coaches here have done a great job preparing me. It's going to be a lot of energy in the stands. I know my family and my friends are going to be there supporting me. They're my backbone, and I'll be ready to go, and the team will be ready to go, and hopefully we win that Friday night.
Garrett, what clicked in you between freshman and sophomore years, the improvement you made?
The coaching staff here at FIU, Coach Allen, Coach Thomas, Head Coach Turtle Thomas, our Coach Pittenger, every single person here is always pulling on the same string, getting everybody better. They say that the best thing about a freshman is that he turns into a sophomore. So I was able to really just go out there and play baseball.
Turtle, just the challenge that Southeastern Louisiana poses for you guys. I mean, it's not like you're playing a cupcake by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, Southeast Louisiana started out 20-2 last year, so they got off to a great start. And they beat LSU, they beat Tulane, they beat ULL. They beat all the good teams that they played during the year. And they've got they got 8 out of their 9 starters back. They've got their 3 weekend starters back. So in a way, this is going to be a contest or a series where 2 veteran clubs with almost everybody returning is going to be going head to head. So should be a great weekend series for sure.
Garrett, I know their Friday night starters already thrown down the gauntlet that he wants to end the streak. When you hear talk of that before the season even starts, do you kind of embrace it a little bit?
Yeah, a couple people brought that to my attention, but like I said, I don't really care. I'm just going to try to prepare myself in my best way, and hopefully I get a good pitch to hit, and I get a couple hits, and we win the game.
And Garrett, specifically, who's advising you not to talk about what happened with the Bahamas? Attorneys or the university?
Any more baseball questions? Are there any more baseball questions?
We talked about last year just managing the street. I mean, how did you, in terms of dealing with the pressure, how did you get through that?
Well, the biggest thing was I just prepared a lot with my coaching staff here at FIU. They made sure that my swing was feeling good, just like they do with every single hitter in the lineup and any hitter on the roster. We hit more BP here at FIU than anyone else in the country, and I could vouch for that. We got blisters all over our hands, and we got a great hitting coach here, so they get us ready to go.
Would you have preferred to break the streak last season or wait the off season?
I have no control over that. That's the one thing I've realized in baseball is you can only control what you can control, and you can't worry about other things like the new bats, for example, who you're facing, things like that. You just got to get yourself ready to go and prepare for yourself.
Brian, let me ask you this from a pitcher's perspective. When you know a guy's got something going like Garrett does, and you call upon him to shut him down, can that get in your head a little bit?
I would think so for the opponents. I mean, they're, for example, Friday night guys are already worried about trying to get Garrett out. He's got 8 other guys to worry about. If he's only worried about Garrett, then he's going to be in for a long time.
Garrett, baseball players tend to be superstitious. Is there anything you bring back from last season that you bring into this weekend, like same socks, same underwear? I mean, what is your superstition with the street?
Once the season ended last year, I had a cubby in my house full with all my stuff that I used, from my sliding shorts, from my socks, my stirrups, many different things. And the other day, I actually called my mom to come bring down all my stuff, so I was able to really just sit down and really look at all the things and just kind of reflect on last year. And like Derek Jeter says, last year doesn't mean anything. Everyone right now is hitting 0, and we have 0 wins, 0 losses. So you can't just win a championship one year. You can't just have a good year one year. It's all about what have you done for me lately. So, like I said, I'm not really worried about that. I'm ready Friday night to help my team win and get some hits.
How much of that, I mean, we're 8 months removed now from that streak when you had it going. How much of that do you remember, and is it still pretty fresh in your mind?
Well, like as my little sister says, the streak is all in my hair right here. From game 1 to the game now, so that's all I really have still going.
So, Garrett, are you going to get a haircut if the streak is snapped, or you do break the record?
Like I said, from when I started growing my hair out, when the streak is done, I'm going to cut my hair, and I'm going to come out the next day and try to start a new streak and try to win another baseball game.
What's the longest streak you ever had before this, even in high school?
I'm not sure. I know in college I had a 7-game hit streak going into the conference tournament my freshman year, and then I went 0 for 1 in the conference tournament, so stopped them.
Going back to your whole superstitious thing, how do you feel about, I guess the university social media websites, they kind of post a little bit about shirt designs for the streak when the streak does happen. How do you feel about that? Do you think that kind of jinxes the situation a little bit?
No, not at all. Like I said, I can only control what I can control. I can't worry about the media. I can't worry about the haters. I can't worry about anything like that. I just got to go out there and be prepared to play the game and try to win as many games as we can.
Coach, you've coached a lot of pro players. Anybody Garrett compares to, and how does he project to the next level?
It's a good question. First of all, let me go to the second part. On scout day, he ran a 6.7, 6.60. He's 91, 92 off the mound when he pitches. So he's got the arm, he's got the agility, he's got the feet, the speed, and obviously squares the ball up about as often as anybody you want to see. I'm not sure exactly who we would compare him to. Probably a guy like, I think at LSU, Mike Fontenot, who was in the big league with the Giants. He used to hit line drive after line drive after line drive, and Garrett kind of, even though Mike Fontenot's left-handed batter, very simple.
Garrett, you weren't drafted out of high school, correct?
No, sir.
Do you have anybody given you an indication of where you might go this junior year you're going to be eligible?
That's not even, I'm not worried about that at all. Like I said, I can only control what I can control. I've talked to coaches here at FIU about the hit streak, about the media, about the draft, and that's not what's in my head right now. I'm ready to go Friday night. I'm ready to win games here. I'm ready to win another conference championship, and I'm ready to go farther on to the FIU family.
Did it bother you when you weren't getting drafted out of high school?
No. You just got to use it all as more motivation. The first one, I feel like I'm the first one in the batting cages every day. I'm the last one to leave. I just like to fuel off the fire and just keep playing baseball.
Garrett, talk about the support you got from the FIU family. Can you, after this all happened, did you make personal phone calls to your coaches? Can you talk about how you sort of reached out to get that support?
I'm only really talking to the FIU baseball team because that's what my family is here at FIU. I play baseball here at FIU. Coach Thomas and the other coaches, as well as everybody on the team, has had my back. I get countless hours on the phone talking to people on the team. They came to support me. They all say that they know that I'll be ready to play and I'll be ready to go. And that's about it.
What's the message you got from your parents after the graduation?
Biggest thing really is just putting myself in a bad situation.
Garrett, what's the overall atmosphere in the locker room now, a week before the season starts? What's
Next question, please.
as far as opening weekend? I was talking about.
Next question.
Coach, obviously it's great to have this national attention for FIU baseball and FIU athletics, but with this cloud, is it kind of a bittersweet situation?
You know, no, not at all. You know, we haven't really worried about that part of it. We just prepared every single day to get ready for the season. And that's the only thing that we're focused on, you know, getting our players prepared, getting our pitchers ready, and being ready to play against Southeastern and defend what they do on the baseball field. So we don't really think about any other terms other than the baseball part of things.
Garrett, you got a huge streak in hand, brand new season, and you know that you had to face the media today for the first time since 12 and time. On a personal level, how did you handle it?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to strap it on. We've been preparing so long. I've been waiting, myself as well as the whole team has been waiting for this moment since we lost in the regionals. We feel like we have something to prove again this year.
Emotionally, how do you feel right now?
I'm ready to go. If I can play right now, I'd play right now.
Talk about being selected as the preseason player of the year for this year.
It means absolutely nothing, honestly. I mean, preseason awards mean absolutely nothing. Like I said, everyone right now is on a clean slate. You got to go out there and play baseball.
Any more questions for these guys? No? All right, thank you. Thank you.